Okay, so real quick, before we set everyone free, the Deep Roots on their website, they do have a store. They have all kinds of resources, all kinds of stuff in the newsletters. Where it's a good check-in point if you're looking for information or products about the garden. These are things that you'll be able to kind of look at and research, and they're all great products that they all use as well. Some of my favorite resources are these three seed companies. Fedco and Johnny's have been doing seeds for 20, 30 years. They're up in Maine. And then Jordan Seeds is actually outside the Twin Cities. And I've done quite a bit of business with all three of these groups. But for growing in the Midwest, you think in terms of growing in Maine, they have the same type of climate we do. So they have all the same stuff we would need as far as tools, as far as fabric for pest control. But I'm a big fan of all three of these. The last thing, just a quick recap. So think about growing, your growing season is 3 seasons. Think about what you would like to grow and eat and make a list. Sketch out your garden space. And don't overcomplicate it. If you want to experiment from year to year to kind of make your crop plan a little, busier or a little more exciting, do that. But, just keep having fun with it so everyone still likes the garden. And this is my favorite gardening resource ever. His name is Elliot Coleman, and he has a couple different books, but he is a grower in Maine as well, and I think I got into him because learning how to grow in a cold climate, he was a great resource. So Elliot Coleman is his name. He's got a farm in Maine called the 4-Season Farm. He does a lot of winter produce as well that he grows in Maine. He's a real interesting fellow.
Do you know what part of Maine it's in?
He's near the coast, but I don't know exactly what. Website for Deep Roots. I hope everyone will check back and kind of look at the new stuff that they have going on a monthly basis. And are there any questions? Please.
Can you just talk a little bit about in raised beds? I've heard rumors about leaching and things from cinder blocks. And
Yeah.
Is that true? I mean, is it true? How far does it go? Do we know that happens? And
Yes.
so what are safe materials to use besides, is cedar the only thing you could use?
It's
What
not
can you use?
necessarily the only, but it's one of my favorites. I mean, it's
Expensive.
Expensive.
it is,
But it will last you long.
but you'll get 6, 7, 8 years out of it. You could use clean pine boards, but you'll only get 2 years out of it. If you were to make a raised bed with, say, bricks, those don't necessarily, no, it's just clay. But cinder blocks are different, so I would not use cinder blocks.
What about pure cement? If you're mixing it?
I think it's a great idea. If you could do that, Roosevelt School in River Forest has 3 or 4 raised beds in front that are concrete. Yeah, so you could definitely do that.
What about keyhole gardens?
I don't know what that is.
They're a round garden, and they're no wider than, I think, 6 feet in diameter, so that even an 8-year-old child can reach to the center of it. They're not good for growing corn or tomatoes, but greens are very good. They have a cutout from the circle so that you can step into the very center. But the very center is like a composting basket, and you put your leaf matter, and your gray water, if you happen to have gray water, black water system, gray water, and that feeds the crops from this basket in the middle. They were developed in Africa.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah.
And you could just Google like keyhole gardens. I've
there's-
never done anything with that.
There's a number. There's probably 500 YouTubes on how to build a keyhole.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta
That's
do
cool.
it step by step.
That's kind of a new thing.
Yeah, and some of them are built out of bricks. The only real ones that I've ever seen are in Tucson, in the village farm that's part of the university out there.
Okay.
And they have some keyholes there, and they do a lot of crop experimentation. They planted identical rows of crops One was till and one was no-till. The no-till crops were twice as big.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's really true.
Just
Please.
a quick question about composting. I've heard rumors about not composting oak leaves and that certain kinds of maples will suppress other seed growth. Is it okay to use both maple and?
I think if you've got a nice composting method that's getting hot enough to break down everything, then you're in fine shape. Yeah, and leaves are such great carbon. I mean, it's great for soil.
Maybe not black walnuts.
No, those have an oil, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did I see another hand? Please.
Could you repeat the months for the early, middle, and late season?
Yeah, so early, think in terms of mid-April to early to mid-June. For middle, think mid-June to say end of, August. And then for late, think mid-August to through October. Please.
I wasn't gonna do this, but there is a gardening radio show in our area. Does anybody wanna know about it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Mike Novak Show. It's on WCGO 1590, which is in Evanston. It also live streams and is on Facebook, does Facebook Live, Sunday morning, 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock. It's 1 hour of gardening and 1 hour of environment. Mike Novak, N-O-W-A-K. And you can just go to mikenovak.net. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to offer this up. There seems like there's a handful of very novice gardeners here, and there's quite a few of us that are a little bit more experienced. If any of you novice gardeners, I would be willing to just come up to me, I'll give you my cell phone number, we'll get together, we can help you learn things, try what we do, or whatever. I think that's another way for you guys to understand and to, get some help with some of the questions that you might not be familiar with. So I'm offering, I don't know if anybody else wants to do that or whatever, but I would be willing to help everybody out, so. Cool, okay.
All right, thank you, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, David's gonna,
David needs to do
So,
some stuff
wrap up.
engineering thing. We were talking about having some kind of a webinar set up on one of our computers, so we can have a weekly
Sure.
Q&A. You don't have to just get together with just a few people. We can do it online as a virtual webinar, and we can record the whole thing, just like we're recording this now, and put all of it on the website.
I think sometimes though it helps to actually go to somebody's house and say, oh, this is my issue, or hey, what do you think we could do with this? Webinars are a great idea, but like I said, sometimes I think you need the hands-on, and somebody who's a novice gardener might benefit greatly from somebody coming over and saying, what do I do with this, or how do I do that, show me what you do.
That's why consultants charge $50 to $200 a consult.
The Oak Park
that doesn't mean
Conservatory,
we're bad people.
the Oak Park Conservatory has a master gardener in the ops room every Tuesday.
Oh, good.
Yep.
They're open from 10 till 4.
And I'm a master gardener trainee, that's one of the things we do, and I am always consulting for free, right?
Yeah.
We'll
And I
work
love
for
it,
food.
so.
There you go.
Well, that's wonderful. I really appreciate people with more experience helping others that don't, and that's kind of why we started the Recources project. My wife and I had not grown a vegetable 4 years ago, and so we wanted to learn from people like Estelle and Will who have more experience. So through that process, we really felt very strongly that we wanted to support people who want to learn how to garden, because there can be a real big barrier when you haven't gardened before and you want to get going, but it seems like there's so much to learn, and in our society we don't value failure very much. But so we want to be here to support you. So we are a volunteer-run organization. If we'd love to connect with you guys as resources, as we meet more people who are looking for, some people like that one-on-one interaction, some people like to sit at their computer, and we want to be able to support everybody in that regard. So obviously we're talking a lot about edible gardening today. Deep Roots also gives away free gardens to help the food insecure. We're also trying to change the culture around chemically treated lawns. So if you're actually, this is similar to my story, wanted to grow some food, but then I realized I don't want to put toxic chemicals on my lawn right next to where I'm growing my food. And there's no reason that you need to put toxic chemicals on your lawn. You can have a beautiful lawn using natural methods, and so we're supporting that. It's called Healthy Lawns, Healthy Family Pledge. It's happening all over the Midwest. People are kind of waking up to the fact that the regular bag of wheat and feed or True Green application has about 30 toxic chemicals that are running into the water table, that are poisoning the microbiome of our lawns, and ruining the natural order of things. So a normal patch of grass, prairie grass, would have beneficial insects and plants that would support pollinators and birds, and by spraying what we do on our lawns, we kill all of everything except the grass, and it's not particularly healthy.
You know why they call it weed and feed? Because nobody would buy it if they called it poison and fertilizer.
But that's exactly right. So we're not passing judgment on anybody, but we want to make people aware that there's a natural way to treat your lawn. You can look at your lawn a little differently. If there's a few weeds in it, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather live next to a person with a healthy lawn than a person with a lawn that's been chemically treated, that's dangerous for my kids or my pets to play at or even walk by.
Our neighbors sprayed right along the fence line to kill off, and they kept trying to kill this tree, and I'm a certified tree keeper too, which you talk. And when they sprayed for 2 years now, nothing will grow, and that won't grow at all. It just dies off.
Yeah,
It's
it's
amazing.
frustrating. Yeah. So I wanted to take a quick poll to see if there are any topics maybe for our upcoming workshops that you guys would like to focus on. So obviously edible gardening, everybody's got an interest in that. Maybe soils or fertilizing, raised beds.
Did someone say soil health?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yes.
Container growing?
Container gardening, yeah. Okay, great.
Are there any groups for ponders?
So what?
Ponders.
For people with ponds. I'm not aware of any.
I think there's gonna be a pond, I'm not sure if it's gonna be this year or next year, but the Old Part-8 Forest Garden Club, we toured gardens, at the end of the summer, and there is somebody that lives,
Well, I know
I think it's off Old Park Avenue.
Midwest Pond and Koi Society.
yeah, she's doing lotus in, containers, large containers, it's not a pond itself, but large containers, and so it's a different kind of thing.
Well, I know everyone's got other places to be. Do want to let you know that we are going to have a seedling sale later in the year. We'll be sending out an email to let people know if they'd like to buy seedlings through us. We have a relationship with a local nursery. You can support us through donations. We are a nonprofit volunteer organization. And then, of course, these that were on everyone's seats. We do make hand custom-built raised garden beds in any shape that you want. We have certain standard sizes that are available for purchase on the internet. We offer delivery and installation. And maybe our greatest asset is the soil that we've been talking about. We call ours super growth gardens, edible garden soil. And it has this biochar that we're talking about, which creates a structure that holds water and sets up a home for the microorganisms to live in, to give you that really life-rich soil that your plants will uptake, and your plants will have better nutrient value and will be healthier. And so it has about 5 different custom amendments in it as well. And so we'd love to be able to set you up with that. So, and let's thank Dan again for since it is winter time, there's not a lot of time to garden. If you want to volunteer, I'm sure we can find something within our organization that might suit some of your interests and the way that we can further our mission. So thank you, everyone.